former president of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, paid a surprise visit to the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, on Sunday. Jonathan is in Benin to visit the Esamas family, who had bestowed on him an honorary doctorate degree in November 2019. The former president took the time to visit the governor of the state as protocol demands. Speaking with journalists, Jonathan said traditionally, for somebody who has been a president, when he goes to a state, he has to pay a courtesy call to the governor of the state. If you are not free, fine, but at least I inform you. Obaseki later addressed journalists over the former president's visit by taking a swipe at his rival, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, OSHIOMOLE. The governor wondered why the former Edo governor, who knew the protocol, refused to follow it. Obaseki said he's just extending the courtesy as the president, someone who has served the country in the highest level, and you heard what he said. There's a courtesy when you are going to visit a state. You want to inform the person in charge of the state that you are coming, and when you have time during a visit, you can now pay him a courtesy call. Unlike the unfortunate incident we have been having in Edo State, it is really sad where somebody who has been the governor of a state and is visiting the state and does not realize that courtesy demands that he should inform the governor or the governor apparatus of his visit and the chief executive in charge of his security when he is in the state. It is really sad and unfortunate that people who have served, who should know better, decided to behave the way they do or behave with impunity and other sense of lawlessness. Wow, this is serious. This fracas between Oshomole and Obaseki, it's only God that will settle the two of them, because I see no reason why somebody or two people or people who have been together, they were doing things together, they love themselves, they like themselves, and to the extent that you could trust that person that, okay, this person should take over from you, and you did all you could do so that this person will come on board. Because somebody was like, oh, why would I say Oshomole helped Obaseki or whatever? That is your opinion and I have my opinion, but that is just the truth, irrespective of how people want to look at it. But we must say the truth, and just the way it is, or the way you feel, or the way things are being played out. But that being said, for them to take a swipe, because when I just first saw the news or saw the headline, I was just like, what could be happening? Does it mean Oshomole, tried to convince Goodluck Jonathan not to visit him or whatever? But at the end of the day, Obaseki was just trying to refer to what has been happening, because I could remember vividly when Obaseki said anytime Oshomole will be coming into the state, that he needs to be informed, that he must be aware as the governor of the state. People were like, oh, maybe this man was just trying to take power to himself, or to arrogate power to himself, or to ridicule Oshomole. But even when I got to know that Jonathan, came to that state, I was just like, what is the vibe all about? Going to visit Obaseki. But since they say that is the protocol, of course, if you look at it deeply, that is the protocol, that at least you are coming to a state, you give honor to whom honor is due. And exactly the way they're always saying, oh, even if you are the governor, you are automatically, you are the leader of the party, irrespective of anything. In as much you are the governor of a state and you are in a particular party, automatically you are the leader of that party. Just like people say, okay, the president is the leader of the party. We have a national leader, chairman, and what have you in APC. But the president, who is the president, automatically takes that position. So they've always been saying it, that if you are a governor of a state, automatically the party you belong to, you are now the leader. But I think that is where Oshomole is not comfortable with, because now this man believes that since he's the governor of that state, and he believes that automatically, and which everybody, they all know that is what they know because they are the ones in the party. So automatically, Obaseki is a leader of that party. But I think Oshomole is not really too comfortable with that because there's that thing in him that, oh, I made this guy to be there, whether you like it or not, because that is what Oshomole is feeling. But unfortunately, the same Oshomole who preached, end of a godfatherism in that state, whether by in a subtle way or by style or by whatever, he wants to assume that power. He just, or maybe he feels that they ought to have known, they should give him that respect, even if it's not going to be official, even if he's not going to be saying it, but they ought to know because they know the agreements between them, they know what is obtainable. But this guy now said, no, he cannot be so because this was what you said when you were there, that you ended up godfatherism and what have you. But that being said, so I think that is why Obaseki is now referring to what Jonathan did. That even somebody who had the highest position in the country, even coming to the state, of course, he was not coming to see the state or to visit the state. He came for some other thing, which he now said, that is how they do it. In as much the leader of the state, I must pay a courtesy visit to him. That is the tradition. So that's why it's just like, okay, can you imagine somebody who was the president now, knowing the due process, but Oshomole believes that he could not do that he could not inform him whenever he's coming to the state. In the other way around, you could just like, okay, maybe because of familiarity, and again, Oshomole is from that state. So he believes that is his home. So maybe it's a different ballgame entirely if you are going to a different state that it is not your state and you are going there. At least definitely you have to pay courtesy visits to the governor of that state. But because he believes that, oh, me and this guy, and again for the fact that they are having this fracas and what have you, we are the same. It is my state, it is my home state. I can't, every now and then that I'll be coming to the state, I have to be informing you. I think maybe based on that and based on the way they've been, the fracas that has been playing out between the two of them. Because before now, I don't think Oshomole was doing that. Before this fracas, the drama or the quarrel between them, I'm sure Oshomole was not doing that anytime he was coming into the state, because he was always in whether it's always in Abuja. So anytime he was always coming to the state, he never informed him because the rapport between them was so strong there. So there wouldn't have been any need. And Obaseki wouldn't have even said that because, of course, he knows, this one our bros now, now we. So apart from that, now in home state. But because of what is now happening, I think that was when Obaseki decided to use that okay, you have to do this, just to make sure, to make him feel that I'm the press, or I'm the leader in this state. You have to accord me that respect. Forget familiarity, because when we were in good terms, you could do whatever you want. But I just want to make it known to you that I'm now the leader because of what has been happening. That is just what is really happening. But in the recent, that was why I started initially, that the drama or the fracas or the fight between them, it is only God that will really solve it, because Oshomole or Obaseki would have just looked at the other way side, but maybe just wanted to prove a point that okay, so that people will not see it as if okay, he's doing too much or he's over stepping his boundaries, or he's looking for a way to intimidate Oshomole. That you people, you can see what Goodluck Jonathan did, even being the former president. He could respect his own office. Then why would Oshomole not want to respect his office? So guys, that is just the way it comes to me and the way I feel about it, and that's just it. I'm able to say, okay, Oshomole could be right because of the familiarity, and this guy could be right because of automatically because he's the leader of that party, or but because of what has happened between the two of them. That is why he's now using that as an opportunity, that no matter what, you have to respect me as the leader of this party. So it's only God that will settle them, because when you hear their fight is just like a small children. In the first place, what are you dragging? What are you dragging? What are you guys fighting for? It's just like two children. They are, when you see children, they will just take maybe all these toys. They will be fighting over toys. People will say, what is this? What is, even they could go as low as little thing, something that is not even meaningful. Children will be fighting over it. You just like, what is the thing? What is this thing that you guys are fighting for? You know, and people just, okay, they separate them. It's nothing, but to the children, it means a lot of things. So just like the way we are just trying to analyze it, what are they fighting for? What is the problem? Is it your father's property? Is it your personal property? At the end of the day, you're still going to live there, but they know what they are fighting for. They know what is really important to them. I think that's why they don't want to back down. That is why they are, going on and on and on, and nobody could even intervene up to this moment. So they know what they are fighting for. So we will be like, oh, after 4 years, after 8 years, you are going to leave. After all, it's not your personal business. The state belongs to everybody in that state, not you guys. So why the fight in the first place? So guys, that is just my own like the way I'm saying it. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this whole thing. Leave your comments below and let's learn from you. Thank you very much for always being